Good evening, one and all. Welcome to the second edition of The Flower Hour, sponsored by Ace Podcast Nation, your home of your unofficial Cardiff City programming. How the devil are you? My co-presenter, Matthew Angel.
All good, but not a very good day for us, was it? Obviously, the result, Wales losing as well. Pretty shite all in all, really.
Yeah, it's not been a good day, mate. I'm not going to lie. What with the result for Cardiff, and then it's an or an egg chasing channel, but with Wales playing the way they did, not a great Saturday. But hey ho,
I'll be honest, I didn't watch the egg chasing anyway, so we won't talk about that either. So happy days. But
yeah, well, you didn't miss much, so don't worry about that too much. So obviously you were there at the ground.
I was.
What's that?
I was disappointed, and it was a good feeling in the stadium before kickoff. I thought quite noisy, good atmosphere. I think it was only 18,700 and something. I think the official attendance was. I don't think it was that many, if I'm honest. Obviously, they take the season ticket into account, but I don't think it helps with obviously the Six Nations on as well. But yeah, it was, and we started the game really positive. I don't think Preston hardly, they didn't come anywhere near our box for the first 25 minutes. I don't think, but we had, I think Atete had 3 chances. Grant might have had a chance, or Bowler, and I think just everything was straight down the keeper's throat, and didn't test the keeper. And at the level we're playing at, 3 or 4 chances, you've got to be taking them chances, and it proved costly in the end. They went 1-0 up, counter-attack. I think Gutas looked a bit confused when he was tracking back the defence. I think he should have closed it down the space when he was just outside the box there. He allowed him too much space then to come back into the box. Turned him inside out, shot, and keeper's inside post, 1-0.
Do you think that's down to the centre-backs not knowing each other very well, or do you think that's more of a Dimmy problem? Because I think it
was just one of them things, I think, where we was pressing on the counter-attack. Perry NG was obviously up the field. They countered and just out of position, really. It was just one of them things, but he just didn't look, they were attacking, Preston were attacking the family end, and you could see him look across as if to say, I'm supposed to be in the middle type of thing, not out here. And I just looked at it and thought, you've given him too much space there, but I don't know what it looked like on the TV or any replays. I haven't seen any of the replays of the goals yet. I can't bring myself to watch it, but
yeah, it looked like it was a lot of, especially for the first goal, a lot of just turning your backs. And as well as I do, even at our youth level, we don't like to do, we make sure we don't turn our backs on the attackers. And there was 2 or 3 boys there in the defence for me who just literally just turned their back. They got forward, and a shot was coming in and just turned their backs to them, and they couldn't see nothing then. Do you know what I mean? But looking at the positives, home debuts for the new boys. What do you think? What's your take on them? If we go one by one, so Phillips, then what do you think?
I was quite impressed with him, to be honest. There was a couple of times where perhaps his touch was a little bit heavy then, or he held onto it a little bit too much and just about got the ball away before the attackers took it off his toes. But, in the air, I thought he was brilliant. He dealt with most things in the air that came his way. Really positive, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought he was good. I thought he was solid, mate, to be honest. I think for me, he set the tone for his performance. It must have been about 5-10 minutes in. And I think he made about 2 or 3 challenges on the bounce on the wing side, on the left hand side of
he slid in for a tackle, didn't he? Right near the touchline, I think, first 5-10 minutes.
He had a couple. I thought he was good. For me, he was the best. He was a standout of the new signings. Turnbull, I know Reese was mentioned earlier, but he is obviously he's a decent player. I know from watching him previously, before he joined Cardiff, he's a good player, but I don't think that position suited him today. He's not a 10. He's a sit by the side of a CO sort of player. Not.
I just don't think our attacking options. I thought Grant. Again, I know you're not a great fan of Grant.
Get that away, Matt.
But I just don't think. I thought he done well today, Grant. To be honest, again, work rate was really good, but I don't think with Turnbull you can see he's going to be a good player if you got decent players in front of him. And I just don't think we had enough creativity up top. Bowler, non-existent for me today. Doesn't body language for me as well. He just, I don't know. It's just, it's frustrating, especially after the week he had last week and that goal he scored last week. You would have thought his confidence would have been up a bit, riding on a bit of a crest of a wave, and really had a go at him today, but.
No, you bang on it because I think we're all waiting for him to just kicked on. Like that goal was a tremendous Premiership quality. That goal was.
Yeah.
We all waited and was expecting him to just kick on from there and just go carry on and knock on from here. But I think the first 5 minutes or so he was all right, and then shit at the fan and he went AWOL again. And you can't afford to have these players at this level. We just go AWOL. Just all right. Granted, if we're a team, excuse me, if we're a team challenging top 2, 3, then it might be a little bit different for him. But when you go dig in the trenches, like we are most games, trying to grind out results and things like that. He's not. I don't feel like he's there willing to put his body on the line to go and get stuck into it. I would say, I know I'm jumping ahead a little bit, so my apologies. But what I did see of that young winger from Man City today, damn sight better than when he come on against Watford for me. He brought on more as an out-and-out winger, wasn't he, today? Whereas he was brought on as a left back, wasn't he, for Watford, and I thought he got caught out a bit. So maybe he's the future for the rest of the season as a winger. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I think it's just getting in game time now and getting used to playing with the players that we've got. I was disappointed. Well, not disappointed, but I was surprised Caldwell got dropped and they kept Wintle in the middle. I thought, we was playing at home, very not defensive midfield, but I suppose, Ruben would have added that
neutral one, wouldn't it?
Yeah, a little bit more spark in the midfield for me. Are we sending the wrong type of message? Do you know what I mean by having Wintle, Siopis, and Turnbull there? I just think if Caldwell, it looks a bit more attacking, and I was disappointed Caldwell didn't start really. And I know, reading some of the forums and some of the chats after, I see some of the fans are, especially the ones who've been watching since 1963. But no, the thing is, we're all passionate people. Cardiff City fans are all passionate, and I think we always expect Cardiff to be better than where we are. But let's be realistic. Where we've been the last couple of years, we don't want to be in that position again. And the run we're on at the moment, it is taking us back to where we have been. But we're fortunate really that we had that really good start to the season where we've picked up enough points to to be where we are now. I just hope we can turn this corner soon and start picking up some more results, because our home form, I think, is 1 win in 7. I think.
Yeah.
It's
sure a bounce now, isn't it? Defeats.
Yeah. The first time that's happened since November 2022. I think we've lost 3 on the bounce at home, so it's not good. Not Ninian Park. See, Cardiff City Stadium. Preston going back too many years, and it was going back to 1963. But yeah, that should be our fortress. Do you know what I mean? It's shocking. It's shocking. I was disappointed with you see the likes of that Nat Phillips coming in and putting his body on the line and fighting for balls and stuff, and then you've got some players then who just, like you said, don't want to break a nail.
Yeah. It just it takes me back. I know we touched reminisce last week or whatever it was, but I always remember when going down to watch Cardiff, and I think I might be mistaken, but they literally went a full season unbeaten at home in Division 2, the old League 2. The old League 1. Sorry, beg your pardon. And it's just now, no one's scared to come there, is it?
No.
But then how much does, not to contradict, but how much does that lie with the fans then as well? They're not making a fortress, but then at the same point, how much is that on the players not getting the fans on seats, not getting the bums on seats because they're not wanting to go and watch. I'm a prime example. I watched it from a paid channel today, because I had my kids and other things going on. But, watching from the outside in today, it was empty. It looked empty there.
Yeah,
did not look full at all.
When you're in the ground, you might not see it. Well, you do see it on the TV, on the screens and things, but it does annoy me. As a season ticket holder, you see so many empty seats, blue seats. Obviously, the stand above the Canton, the red seats, they've always empty, unless we've got Swansea or something like that. But why don't we just do the kids for £1, though? Especially this time of year now, around the Six Nations, where full well, some people are not going to come because obviously they prefer chasing the egg or whatever. But let's get local football teams. Let's get schools down there. Do the kids for £1, because they spend it £1, but then they're always going to have something from the shop, or we'll come on to that now in a minute, because Josh rinsed me today. You'll take a kid for £1. If the adult's got to pay full price, the kids pay £1. They want something to eat. They want a program or whatever. So they're having money through the tills type of thing. But he wanted 2 new shirts today, right? So I thought, 30% off in the shop, innit? So I went in. He wanted the sky blue one, the third kit. I said, what name do you want? He wanted a name on the back. O'Dowda, number 11. And then he wanted the purple one as well then. So he wanted Colwell, 27 on the back, whatever number Colwell is. £88.90. Bearing in mind, that's with 30% off, mind.
Shut up.
It would have been £116 odd otherwise.
You got him,
yeah. Yeah. But I'm taking him down on Tuesday for a photo experience in the changing rooms and that.
Why?
So that'll be good. He'll enjoy that. So yeah. But,
literally photos in the change rooms now, is it?
Yeah, well, with your season ticket, you have the app, and every time you scan in your card, they got like this app thing, and you build up your reward points. And then one of the rewards things were on there was like a photo experience in the home changing room or something. So we got that to do on Tuesday. Yeah, he'll enjoy that.
Does he know about it?
Yeah.
No surprises then.
Yeah. So yeah, that freaked me a bit tonight. So you better score some goals to pay me back tomorrow.
He owes me tomorrow. He does, then.
Yeah.
Right, what we got? So the butchers at the comment, then, shall we? Reece says, no clue what to do in the final third. Why players come narrow and crowd the box. There's no movement. Then just pass it across the back and forth. Can't beat the man. But beat the first man off the corner either.
Yeah. I think, like I said, I think Turnbull will be more effective when he got them creative players in front of him who he can put them passes and balls behind. And I think it'll be a lot better there. But just to know if we've got that in our locker at the moment. Disappointed with Atete again. I think someone said earlier, it might have even been you, I think, that they were praising him on Cardiff City World or whatever, but I just he backs into the players looking for the free kick, but I think he does that all the time. He's more worried about that and trying to gain a free kick than he is of actually trying to win the ball. And I think there was a bit of when they scored their second goal, it was from a free kick that he'd conceded.
Yeah.
From backing into somebody. I think Bullet had a yellow card after that as well. I think the goalkeeper came running out, didn't he? And the referee gave him a yellow card as well, I think. But I was disappointed with his performance at Tete. But
I bet they were all over him. They literally, from the first minute, what made me laugh, right? It was all at Tete, like the loving, how well he worked against Watford, dropping back to a right back position at times. Basically blowing smoke right up his ass. And then I wish I put a bet on it. Then they within a few breaths later, they talked about the Norwegian lad or whatever nationality is who scored the first goal for Preston. That he hadn't scored since 2018 or something like that, or 2020, something like that. And I thought, bollocks. I knew I should have a bet on it because within 10 seconds, maybe within 5-10 minutes of them saying that, lo and behold, the little knobhead scores.
And they haven't won away from home, I don't think, since beginning of December.
No, Preston are a good team, mate. We all know Preston are a decent team. They're a good championship team. I think they're miles away from being a Premiership team.
Yeah.
But they know this division inside out, don't they? They know how to play it. They know how to grind results. It's just a kick in the nuts, isn't it? After, you think, doing the Watford game, beat Watford, kick on against another, team chasing promotion. The new boys have had a lot more minutes on a training field. And then, it's the fan within, 30 minutes, was it, when the first goal went in? 25 minutes, something like that?
No, I can't quite remember, but to be honest, but 30 plus, wasn't it? But,
yeah, that says it all, doesn't it? But I think on the back of Reece's comment,
just going back to that, and that's with 30% reduction off each shirt. That is, it was £13 to have the names and the number on the back. Another £3 something for the badges, Football League or whatever. I was like, nah, you don't want him. So
I think. Like, it's shit from Cardiff, but I think it's the same throughout, though, isn't it? Like,
100%.
It's every single club.
It's not just Cardiff.
That's not good enough.
No.
Go on, carry on, mate.
I just think, season ticket holders should be rewarded as well. I think back in the day, you used to get a certain percentage off in the club as well. But I don't think that happens now. You get your points, you get rewards for every pound you spend or whatever. If your club's linked to your account or whatever, keep that comment there.
We've got more points than Cardiff got.
Yeah, you're right there. I think we need refresh. JC was okay, but I'd rest him. See if Wilson Man gives us more wide attacking. Turnbull should be alongside Siopis with Colwell or Rambo at 10. Grant was only one look like scoring. Yeah, agreed with that comment as well from Si. JC was a little bit back to his normal in his shell type of thing, really. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen Colwell start from the beginning with Turnbull and Siopis, if I'm completely honest. But it is what it is. We can't change what's happened. We can just build and look forward to the next one.
Yeah, I think that I think they should have gone pretty much what we talked about prior to it, in fairness, where if we knew that Phillips was going to come in and have Wintle replaced with Turnbull and Turnbull, CO and Colwell and Dio up front. But there we are.
Yeah. So what's the fixture list next week?
It's Blackburn, isn't it? Is that the next one, Blackburn?
Week Tuesday, that isn't it? I think that's on the 20th.
Oh, that's the next home game, is it? My apologies.
So we got West Brom away on Tuesday, and then we got Norwich City away on Saturday. So again, another two difficult trips away. I know a lot of people at the moment are calling for this bullet to have the bullet.
What do you think on that?
I just think we need to start building. We need to start trusting someone. At the end of the day, he's turned us around with an inherited squad. I know he's brought a couple of people in now this transfer window, but that was right at the last minute. So has he really got what he wanted for it to have happened as late as it did in the window? To me, that seems as if he's only been able to get in what he could, if that makes sense, rather than what he wanted.
Yeah, I think we judge him. He's got to stay to the end of the season, given pre-season, and then go from there. Personally, I mean, let's
be under no illusion. We're under a rebuilding process. We've avoided relegation literally by the skin of our teeth last year. If Reading hadn't have had them points deducted, we'd have gone down.
Yeah, you absolutely bang on.
So to look at where we are now compared to where we was last year, is going back to where I said at the beginning, where we expect to be a lot higher than where we actually are. Let's just be grateful for where we are. I know it's difficult because we always want to be better, but it's better than where we were last year. Let's trust the manager. Let's back him. Let's rebuild and set the foundations, and let's get the decent players in, and let's try and build. Like they brought that Turnbull in now under you got a few year contract. Let's look at building a side around him, because without doubt, some of the touches and things today, he's got the ability. It's just we need to have players playing off him now, I think, and we should be all right. But yeah, I think the next two games, are tough. They're all tough, as we've said on year before. But two away games as well against two decent teams, West Brom and Norwich. We lose them two. There's even more pressure then, isn't it?
How did they get off today? Oop.
West Brom beat. No, West Brom. Did West Brom beat Ipswich 2-1?
Let's have a look. Norwich drew 2-2 at QPR. West Brom drew 2-2 with Ipswich. I got a feeling they were leading that game as well. West Brom.
They were 1-0 up, 2-1, and Ipswich scored in the. No,
I'm sure. Yeah, Nathan Broadhead scored again. Oh, yeah.
93rd minute.
Yeah, 2 up and 93rd minute. Jesus, he's a quality player, Nathan Broadhead.
Lots of decent players. There's lots of really good players in the championship, and there was a couple of good Preston players today. And you'd think, given the opportunity, there's players in the championship who could play higher in the leagues, and you think
easily.
There's lots of players they pay silly money for now coming from abroad, and you just think, have a little bit of trust in homegrown talent type of thing. But money talks, done at the end of the day, is a business now rather than football or whatever. They see it more as a business, and how many shirt sales can they get and stuff like that. It's all taken into account, isn't it?
Well, yeah, like you absolutely bang on it. It's not just a
I'm bang on all the time, Robert.
What's that?
I said I'm bang on all the time, but there's no flies on me.
It's a business bat, isn't it?
Yeah.
I tell you what, though, I watched the Wednesday game last night. The obviously Ugbo's got a couple. We're talking about homegrown players.
No, I didn't see it, but any good?
Yeah, it was quality. There's a boy. I'm trying to find his name. Reese probably knows because he knows everyone. But there's a boy for Wednesday and Patendo or something like that. And honest to God, that he's going to get picked up. He looked like better attitude, Adele trapped. Like he was the technical ability on that boy. He looked outstanding.
What was Ugbo's goals like?
Typical like Bobat.
Tap ins in.
Christ, Here she is.
I can't believe Simon didn't put my entry in.
I can't believe I didn't add my name. I can't believe I didn't reply to it. I got so freaking distracted.
But going on the pennants, there's a thing going across the bottom of the screen shortly, guys, with some information on where you can buy the pennants for. So keep an eye out for that. There are luxury Cardiff City pennants for sale in aid of the Cardiff City Football Club Disabled Supporters Association, individually packaged, top quality, available on X, the old Twitter, and there's the link there, or you can direct email, and there's the email there. I'm sure Simon will put the links up in the social media platforms as well once we finish later on. But I've seen a picture of the one.
Little segue, I was boy.
Yeah, I seen the picture of the one Lorna one. I think did she share it in the WhatsApp group earlier? And
yeah,
it looks really, really smart. So I don't know how much they are.
They're class.
I don't know if Ace Podcast Nation is still in the comments there, but any idea how much they are, Si? So people got an idea. But I wouldn't mind getting one of them for my boy's bedroom. Really, he's got some signed shirts and signed gloves and stuff like that. I think that'd be a nice little bit of memorabilia for him for his room.
See, I knew Reese would know it. Purveyor. That's the badger.
Good old Google. Well done, Reese.
He's the go-to. Reese is on the show next week as well. So,
is he definitely coming on? Or is that just you?
Oh, what's happened here?
I don't know. What have we done? Robert, what have we done? Why does it say Sai in the bottom left-hand corner in blue?
I don't know. I don't know what I've done.
Sai, you're a Sai. So yeah, what do you reckon to Tuesday and West Brom away? I was umming and ahhing about going because obviously it's half term this week, innit? But I was put off by the £30 price tag for an adult ticket. And yeah, it's just Ed working with a 7:45 to 8 o'clock kickoff and an 8-year-old. I just thought, nah. If it was an home game, obviously it's different, isn't it? But West Brom, what's that, hour and a half? Probably.
That's a fair track, isn't it?
It's not too bad.
I mean, like for that time of night, like though.
Yeah.
I know school all days and stuff, but if it was,
I don't mind because I'm off this week as well, so I would have. I should have looked at gone really, but I haven't done an away game yet this year. I've hopefully got one now for April, going up to Coventry.
Josh did tell me.
I do like the away games. I do. I've been to the Hawthorns to watch them before, but yeah, there'll be a tough game Tuesday. I'd be happy to take a point from that Tuesday, if I'm honest. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I think. I mean, well, obviously, there's no Grant playing on against him, is there?
Yeah, what's your thoughts on that then? I think that's just let him play, innit?
What, as in for loan
I know
clubs?
that's the parent club, yeah, but is that a rule that West Brom have put in place, or is it a rule the Football League have put in place?
It's a general rule, mate. If it's, I don't know where and how it's come about, but for as long as
Reese
I
will tell
remember,
us now. Come on, Reese.
yeah, when did that
I
start?
wasn't sure whether it was a rule that obviously the parent club puts in place, or is a Football League rule. But I don't see the issue with it. I don't suppose really. If the player's happy to play in it, then let him play. Stop
Well,
messing
no,
about with the computer, man.
I'm trying to get rid of him, man. He's living
You've
in my
messed it
head
up.
rent free. It is.
So you're going to have to take the controls off him and give them to me. He can't be trusted. He's had 3 cans of piss water. I mean, Carly.
No, I think I can't remember the last time that wasn't a rule, though. I think it's been there since dawn of time, where you have a lonely player playing against a parent club and you can't play. I don't agree with the rule. I think that you're loaning a player, you should be fit and well to play against whoever you see fit against.
Yeah.
Surely. That's for me. That's what I think it should be. But
so if we think Grant is not going to play next week, who would you put on the left?
Um,
Do you put that winger, that Wilson?
Yeah, it'd be the Man City boy. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the Man City boy. I wouldn't be surprised if that's probably one of the only changes.
Yeah.
I don't know how long McGuinness is out for. I know it was a hamstring one he had an issue with.
He walked across the car park today, all right for me, but obviously running around a football field is a bit different, isn't it? But yeah, he seemed all right when he was signing shirts and programs in the car park today and having pictures. But McGuinness.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, he liked to go down early sometimes. Obviously, I had to go. He wanted to get a shirt ready for Tuesday. He's got all the Cardiff shirts, but he hadn't had the seasons yet. So we went down a bit earlier. Traffic was a nightmare on the M4, as it always is on a Saturday. Sure. And yeah, just like I think it's brilliant as well. Some players, most of the players sign programs and things as they're coming out of the car park. And the little door they go into then by the club shop.
Yeah.
We were stood by there then. So there's a load of kids and supporters there as well. Some of the players come over there as well. Some players didn't. They just went straight into the door, which I thought is a little bit naughty at the end of the day. They're there supporting you. I think they should all. But then if they've got to be there on a certain time, I get it. But I don't know. It must be hard for a player to, you've got kids shouting your name and then just to put your hand up and wave, not go over to sign something that they bust in for you to sign. Like, I just, yeah.
Well, how long does it take to have a photo? Like, do you know what I mean?
But yeah, there was probably, if you do it once, then no one is 20, 30 kids. You've got to do it all. It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think if they're taking the time out of their day to go and try and see the boys, I don't know. Excuse me, it's a difficult one for me there, as I think that they have a duty of care. I think personally to appease the younger fans in particular, but
yeah, some players do it, some don't, and we're quite fortunate.
Do you find that a common theme though? The same players doing it all the time, or is it? Do you find like sometimes it's mix and match where some do it this week, some do it?
Yeah, it can be hit and miss, and to be honest, the club do things, don't they, whereby you can queue up and you can go and have signatures with Alan Ramsey in the club shop and things like that. See, I knew Reese would know.
I told you anyway, man. You don't listen to me.
Reese, is it a thing then that they could allow them to play, or is it always a no?
It's probably in the contract.
Is it set in stone? Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Bowler moved across, but after today's performance, I would like to see Meite perhaps start on the right. And I don't know about that left. I would probably go without Wilson or maybe even Tanner. I don't know. The only thing I'd be concerned about with Tanner coming back in now is that he hasn't played much football at all, have he?
No. Did he even come on today? I don't think he even come on today, did he, Tanner?
I'm not 100% sure, to be honest.
No. I don't think he even made an appearance again. It just makes me think. I know it's nice to have players on the bench and all that, but why not loan him back out? Like, if he's not on your plans, loan him out, and if need be, borrow another 21 lad for the squad just for that game.
Yeah, we said this. We were talking about this Wednesday, weren't we? And it'd be interesting to see what his type of mindset is. Leave our comment up because I'll come back to that now. What his mindset is really, because what did we say he was? 21, 22? You think at that time, you think at that age, players just want to be playing football, don't they? You just don't want to be sitting on the bench and having the odd 5 or 10 minutes here, unless he does the 5 or 10 minutes like he did against the Jacks and comes on and scores a goal like that every game. Then I'd be quite happy for him to do that. But surely as a 21, 22-year-old, he just wants to be out there playing football week in, week out. But then obviously he wants to try and do it at Cardiff because obviously he wants to progress and probably earn the coin. He's going to obviously he's on a better contract at Cardiff than he would be in a League One or League Two team. But going back to what we said on Wednesday, he's got all the ability in the world, and the world's his oyster type of thing, but he just needs to be playing consistently. So I think it probably would have done him good and good for the future then by sending him out on loan.
Yeah.
When they do loan, it's in the contract between the two clubs. Coutinho's on loan at Bayern from Barca, and he scored against Barca in the Champions League. Clubs do it 2 weeks in year when they play you. Fair enough. So you did.
Right. Before we wrap up then, guys, any further questions or comments you want to bring to us, just give us a shout.
Not to follow that tonight. Rob wants to go and watch the end of Masked Singer.
So no. Katie's working back, so I can't watch that until Tuesday now. So
have you had your delivery from the One Stop yet?
No, not today, but I'm fresh, ready to go for tomorrow.
Yeah, happy days. Nice and it's not too bad. It's not too early tomorrow, is it?
Nah. Yeah, if anyone's around, Everville tomorrow, Aberstein kick off, drop your message for the address, support the boys, make some noise and all that.
That's what we ought to do now, is get a big Bluetooth speaker, and when the game starts, play some of the music they played on It's All About the Game.
Yeah, mate. We'll do our next home game now, boy.
Yeah,
make it a fortress. Make it like a fortress, boy. Right. Before we wrap up, go on, carry on back. Go on.
I said it's a pity CCS is not a fortress in it, but we'll get there. I'm sure.
Park is more of a fortress than Cardiff City Stadium, boy.
Yeah.
Not even Abercan can win you. No. Right. Before we wrap up,
let's have Reese to confirm if he's coming on next weekend. Come on, Reese.
Right, come see you. Oh, we've got a special guest.
Oh, there she is, young Taya. He's running on the oranges tomorrow, I heard.
Gilbert netball champion.
Did the Todd Fairy come to you, Tay?
Gimme. I'm sure you gimme. No. Yeah, she did.
We'll have to do a double bubble next weekend unless Si wants us to do Wednesday night again. And obviously, if Si wants to do Wednesday night, perhaps this week we can have a chat about the West Brom game from Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. absolutely fine by me, boy. I have no life apart from flower, so.
As considering we're both busy and we had plans, 40-odd minutes have gone and it's flown by, really, haven't it? So it's always good to talk and chew the fat with you, Robert.
Always a pleasure, never a chore, young man.
Yeah, but
my co-host.
Co-host with the most.
Not a fucking most here, boy.
Hey. More hair on my chin than I have on my head, and don't just say which chin. But
right, before we come to an end, guys, obviously got to remember that we like and love and share this post. If you want to see more of the Flower Hour, we need you guys to obviously love it and share it and be one of us with it.
Involved. Joseph, bye.
Oh, he is. He's our centre half. They're all coming out now. Everyone's coming out of the woodwork now. They are. Christ. Have the in-laws on you now.
Joseph, you're YouTube famous now, kid.
Yeah. Right. And for the price of a pint of car a month, guys, please join and become part of the Ace Nation member. We can get easy access and early access to shows and tickets, like for Willie Bowling, which is coming up in
May the 10th.
May the 10th be with you. There we are.
Yeah. The Rose and Crown, Pontypridd.
Oh, he goes.
I know. I'm looking forward to that night. It should be a.
We go back.
We missed the Chopra one, didn't we? I think that was the same night as my Christmas do. So
yeah,
to meet that one. But obviously, we went to the Andy Campbell one. We went to the Darren Purse one. Brilliant nights, weren't they? And fair play. They both spoke open, honest. You can kind of ask whatever questions you want. Really good setup it was. And I'm looking forward to the Willie Bowling one because he was one of my favourites in the era he played in. Again, I think as a fan, probably not the most skillful person in the world, but he always busted his balls and he always gave 100%. And I think sometimes, well, not sometimes, I think I just like that about players who are always willing to run through brick walls. And he was definitely one of them type of people.
No, I agree. I think you hit the nail on the head there, boy. 100% one of the most skillful of boys, but dear God, you'd love to go to a war with him, wouldn't you? Because he'd run through a bloody brick wall for you, like, wouldn't he?
100%, and I think that's what we're missing now today is that we haven't got enough players like that. And no. I don't know whether it is, you don't get players now who stay at clubs for like 5, 6, 7 years. With the money that's in the game now, players a couple of years and they've gone somewhere else. So, do you know what I mean? But yeah, is he available to play against West Brom Tuesday? Willie Bowland, I'm guessing he's meaning there, is he?
Which one now? Joseph or Teo or Willie Bowland?
But yeah, it would have been nice. But yeah, another good night on the 10th of May.
Right. Peace and love, guys. Remember to like and subscribe as always. We'll be back definitely next Saturday, if not before. Peace and love. And always remember, up a flower.
Up a flower.